For almost 100 years, the stories of Winnie the Pooh have been a cherished part of so many different families. We've had books, we've had cartoons, we've had films, and now we have a stage production. It's in Chicago through June 12th. We have two of the stars here, Emilie Rose Danno and Will Rupert here. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, thanks for having us.
First of all, let's talk a little bit, because we're taking it back to puppeteering. Talk a little bit about what we see in the show.
Yeah, so you're going to see all of the characters you love from the 100 Acre Wood brought to life with puppets. I say life-size puppets. I guess what is Winnie the Pooh's life size? It's sort of ranges based on the characters, but you'll have little puppets with Piglet and then even bigger characters with Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore.
Yeah, and you see us kind of going through the different seasons, waiting for Christopher Robin to go to school. And in the fantastical world that is Winnie the Pooh, it feels like a year, but it's only been, what, like a week?
I think a day, right?
A day.
It's a school day. Not even, how long is the school day? 5 hours? I haven't been to school in a while.
Yeah,
so
I can't
say.
I do want to ask you, as far as growing up in your household, I've heard that you grew up in a musical family, so you learned how to sing before doing anything else. How did, growing up in your family kind of prepare you for this role?
Yeah, well, I think a big part of my family was just the spirit of collaborating, the spirit of performing together. There is some musical elements in the show, so I just feel like any role I do, I just kind of bring that, I carry that with me. It just kind of speaks to my childhood a bit.
Well, as far as audiences' reactions, once we get to first see Winnie the Pooh on stage, tell us what it's like to play, to have that character out there and just to see everybody's, faces glowing.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I think the great thing about this show is because every character is so beloved. Every time a new character comes on stage, you get to see that audience sort of light up seeing them. And, doing the show as much as we have, you kind of see different audiences, maybe like other characters a little bit more. So like Tigger may get a huge cheer one day, and then maybe the next day it's an Eeyore audience, which is something that we kind of think about backstage.
Oh, exactly. Because you have the Pooh crew. I mean, they are out there representing. I was there one of the very first early performances. And they have been there. They are diehards here for Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And seeing those people who dress up and come in with, their Disney bounding attire, they're red and yellow. It's always really fun because you can always see them in the audience and see their faces light up specifically.
I want to chat with both of you as far as, your first memories of Winnie the Pooh, because the first book's 1926, 1966, we got our first featurette, our first cartoon in 1974, our first movie 1977, our first TV series in 1988. And there were things that were passed down from generations, or that, you might have a grandmother, a parent, an older sibling. What was it for you as far as that first introduction to Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, I think my little sister, I believe, her first stuffed animal was Winnie the Pooh. And so I think that was something that we kind of bonded over and watched a lot. And it was kind of funny, like her theme was always like her room was like Winnie the Pooh themed. And to this day, like if any of us are getting each other knickknacks, like we get her like Winnie the Pooh things. And my grandma was a big Winnie the Pooh fan. I remember she wore this Winnie the Pooh bata, like this robe all over the place. And I actually recently was wearing it because I found it and I was like, this is wild.
I hope you cherish that. I want to post it online as well too. I think a lot of your fans are going to enjoy seeing you with that.
Oh yeah, I should find it. Yeah, Abuelita fashion, just
exactly. And what about for you, Will?
Yeah, I mean, one of my earliest gifts, I know, I think as a baby gift for my mom was a Winnie the Pooh bookends. So it was him stuck in the tree and all the other characters pushing him out, with his bottom on one side and him getting pulled by Piglet on the other side. So being able to sort of do that scene in the show is kind of a really special moment for me. Something that's wonderful about Winnie the Pooh specifically is, like you were saying, there are so many generations of stories for this character of, people who maybe grew up reading the books, or, older fans who watched those shorts when they came out and may come and see the show, to kids who saw the 2011 movie. There are so many, even like Christopher Robin, that movie just came out a few years ago. Yeah. So I think so many people have different touch points with this character that you're going to have that all ages aspect. You're going to have so many people that have different memories. And I think that the show touches on a lot of different moments in Pooh's history.
It's truly a show for all ages because it just touches you. And I'm sure, like, I'm not a parent, but I guess like seeing your kid enjoy something that you once enjoyed probably feels pretty special. So I definitely think it's a shared moment.
Yeah, there's a beautiful, heartfelt moment at the end of the show. And right after it happens, I look out at the audience and I saw a mom with her 2 kids tearing up the other day. And that moment to me was kind of like the all ages aspect of it really hit.